Hello, it is Thursday, January 15th, 2026. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Thursday crossword today, so we're going to be solving a themed crossword, and the theme might be a bit on the intricate or ambitious side. We'll find out soon, and hopefully this doesn't take too long. I'm on a bit of a schedule crunch today, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And today's hopefully not too stretched out edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Michael Lang, Brett Sandman, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster and the indefinable Charlie Patchett. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. It is, of course, their generous support that keeps this channel going day in, day out. I'm very grateful to them for that. Thanks to them and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to do so, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. You'll find bonus videos, of course, for benefactors. Well, for everybody, including for benefactors, but also benefactors get that Daily Solve mug. All right, let's get on to today's crossword, shall we? This is a collaborative construction by Wendy L. Brands and Barbara Lynn, who are responsible, respectively, for about half a dozen puzzles and I think a little over a dozen puzzles for the New York Times. So welcome back to them. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. It's a Thursday-themed crossword, and the theme might be a bit on the ambitious side. Let's start solving. Okay, cattle calls. Lows or moos? I'm not sure which is more likely. So moos, because Indian spice blend is masala. So cattle calls are moos. There we go. So low soccer score could be 1-all or 1-0. I'm not sure of one of those. I think is more likely. Novelist Quindlen, who wrote One True Thing. Anne? Food writer Molly. I don't think I know this. Fifth Avenue store. Yeah, Saks Fifth Avenue. I mean, the clue's in the name. So, Anna Quindlen? Food writer Molly. I don't know. I don't think I recognize this, so I'm not going to put in the other either. Oft quoted advice in Matthew 7:7. Is this seek and ye shall find? No. I'm not actually sure what this Bible verse is. Herb related to parsley. Is anise, is star anise related to parsley? No, that's not an herb. What is this? What would this be? Not sure. First name in rap, ? Lil, maybe, because there are a number of rappers whose names start with Lil, and it's kind of, it's not technically someone's first name, but it's being used in a punny sort of way. Not sure. So, but that would make this 1-0. So let's try that. All right, 24/7, 365. So this is every day of the year. So probably all year round, maybe? Not sure. Let's see if that helps. This looks like maybe O'Neill. I mean, that's certainly a name. It's and it works with the N for Anna. Maybe this is anise. Okay. I would have referred to anise as a spice rather than an herb. Not sure. Make bubbly. Yeah, this looks right. Make bubbly is to aerate. So maybe this is not all year round. But to make bubbly in the sense of carbonating something. Stat for, excuse me. Stat for Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge was a baseball player, I think. So probably RBI, which is a baseball stat that I know of largely thanks to the crossword. So thanks, crossword. Brief letters. Maybe this is run? Brief letters. I don't know. W9 figure, social security number. Yeah, this does look like. Huh. One method of sibling torture. Not sure offhand. Visible sign of hard work. Scars? That seems a little much. One method of, yeah, I'm not sure. Oscar-nominated singer-songwriter for May It Be 2001. Not sure about that. Like a used fire pit. Ashy, covered in ash. Seek and shall find. Oh, wait a second. Could it be and ye shall find? So maybe it's yes is in there, or maybe it's even spelled upwards through these circles. It could be Y-E-S, maybe. Does that work by any chance? One method of sibling torture. I'm not sure still what that is. Oscar oh, maybe Enya? Enya would fit in here with a Y there. I don't know the song, but this could be. Oh, Oscar nominated. Maybe that was from Lord of the Rings. Didn't Enya have a song in Lord of the Rings? Maybe that's what that was. Part of LGBTQ. Gay. Okay. Oh, a wedgie is one method of sibling torture. There we go. Okay, great. So visible sign of hard work is sweat. Of course, that's used frequently as a metaphor to refer to hard work is sweat. Okay. So one of five or maybe six. One of five senses or maybe six senses if you have, some kind of mystical sixth sense. Okay, so what might give you a brood awakening would be tea. Yeah, it might wake you up and it's brewed. Okay, good. So I think that's how this works. So I wonder what this one is down here. All year. All. Can't quite see how this one works. All right, let's see. Unit of force. Is a dyne a force? Oh, wait. All day, every day? Yes, okay, so it's I, which means yes. Right, okay, so we're going to have, there'll be one, maybe this is yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, we have affirmative responses spelled diagonally in these circled cells, and they contribute their letters to the longer phrase in these theme answers. Okay, so this is all day, every day, because you can see we have A-L-L-D and then A-Y-E, and then it continues on V-E-R-Y day. Okay, so great. So that's how that works. Okay, good. So brief letters. Oh, BVD, that's an abbreviation of a underwear brand, I guess. I actually don't know what that stands for, if anything, but I recognize it at least. Okay, so January 1st through today would be YTD, year to date, the year so far. Nobelist Joliot Curie, who synthesized radioactive isotopes. This is the daughter of Marie Curie, right? Irene? Fortune competitor, right. This is a magazine, Inc. magazine, I think. 5.5 yards. 5.5 yards. I don't know what that is equivalent to. Is a row a measurement? I'm not sure. Sol, but not Luna. No, it's not name. I mean, Luna is certainly a name. Oops. I'm not sure. Subject of astrobiology in brief. ETs, extraterrestrials, biological life from outer space, I guess. Sol, but not Luna. Oh, note. Oh, right. From the solfege system. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So shiny little platters are CDs. Okay. Compact discs. So the 5.5 yards, I guess this is a unit called a rod. Is that used in agriculture or, I don't know, horse-related things or something maybe? I'm not sure. All right. Energy healing practice. I'm not sure about that. Fluctuate between normal singing and falsetto. Oh, to yodel, to sort of bounce back between those ranges. That's kind of that distinctive element of yodeling. Oodles of time would be eons, long stretches. Figure on a driver's license. Not sure. Created Yoda, he did. George Lucas created Star Wars and that character. Races longer than marathons informally are ultra marathons. I think that's the length of 2 marathons back to back, essentially. Narrow kitchen, a galley kitchen is how that's referred to. It's kind of what we have, I think. Results of feuds are rifts. Oh yeah, divisions, rifts between people. Title for any male in the house of Saud, an emir, the ruler of an emirate, and Saud, the ruling house of Saudi Arabia, hence Saudi. Actor John, who has granted more than 650 wishes for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Maybe John Cena has done that? Oops. That looks like that works. Yeah, El Greco, precursor of the Expressionists. Yeah, El Greco, the artist known simply as the Greek to most of us. I certainly don't remember his given name. Sportsbook calculation would be the odds, and then like darts, they're aimed at a target. Puts the finishing touches on in a way. Ices, like ice is a cake. Figure on a driver's license, ID number. Okay, sure, yeah. Your specific license number. Stereotypical dog, Fido is a kind of stereotypical dog name. I wonder how many people these days name their dog Fido. What an odd thing to have become so generic. Energy healing practice could be, yeah, I still don't know this one. Maybe I have something wrong here. No, I probably just don't recognize this, which I don't. Word with sponge or fish. Cake, yeah, sponge cake or fish cakes are both things. Oh, this does look familiar now that I have the K in there. But I can't remember if this is an I or an A. But yeah, I do. I have seen this word, energy healing practice, but I'm not very familiar with it, obviously. Tendency to, no. Evenings spent playing with the kids, say. Family something. And then presumably we'll have yeah in here, I'm guessing, because it's 4 letters. Or maybe okay. Family. I don't know. Oh, no, I don't have a good idea. 6th word of the Gettysburg Address. 4 years ago. Okay, good. Got that far. That's good. Family game night? Family. Yeah, evening spent playing with the kids. That would make sense. Does that work? Oh, it does. Amen. Yeah, okay. So it wasn't the thing that I thought it was going to be, but that's fine. It's still a positive response, an affirmative response. You say, amen. Yes, I agree. So family game night. Good. Great. Okay. Show that celebrated its 50th anniversary in 2025 in brief. So that must be Saturday Night Live, SNL. Some scanners for short. Not sure. Elate is to send someone, to really elate them, to make them happy. Basis of shipbuilding are keels. A ship, ship is based on its keel. About 1/3 of an NFL broadcast. Oh, ads, I suppose. Wow, 1/3 of it, really. Wow. A bit of concert merch. A t-shirt, and some scanners for short. I see, the TSA. They scan you at the airport. Okay, quarterback's asset might be their arm. And Seattle NHL team, oh, the Seattle Kraken. I remember that. I lived in Seattle for about 2 years, and I do remember the existence of the Kraken. Just peachy would be A-OK. Bulldog supporters are Bulldog supporters. What is that getting at? I'm not sure. Throwing for a loop is, so I mean, that probably means sort of confusing you. It threw me for a loop. It confused me. Throwing for a loop. I can't see it for some reason. April Fool, e.g. A caper, like a stunt. Star quality is a star has fame, celebrity. Stare in astonishment is gaze, maybe? No, that doesn't look very good. Gape? Yeah, caper works with gape. That's better. Throwing for a loop. And really try to get. I'm trying to do with this answer. What is really trying to get it? Idiomatic partner of lose. Idiomatic. So it's part of a common idiom. I can't think what it is. Disney still, right? So a Disney animated film, a still from it could be a cell if it's a traditionally animated film. Bulldog supporters. Oh, Yaleys, right, because the Bulldog is the mascot of Yale. And if you went to Yale, you could be a Yaley or an Eli, which I think are synonymous. Where the coffee and Wi-Fi might both be strong in a cafe, presumably. At last singer James, the great Etta James, sang that. Following would be something, following something that happened after it. Rib, to rib someone is to tease them. Seam contents, you could have metal ore in a seam. Place to strike a pose. A mat, like a yoga mat, maybe? Oh, here's our theme revealer. Tendency to reinforce one's established beliefs, or a hint to answering this puzzle's starred clues. Information something, obviously. Information bias. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Oh, wait. It's confirmation bias. That's the phenomenon we're talking about. Yes. Sorry. Confirmation bias is when you interpret new information through the lens of your existing beliefs, and it kind of makes you generally unconsciously sort of bend the new information to kind of fit into what you already believe. Okay. Throwing for a loop. I'm still not sure. Really try to go for it, to really try to get it. There we go, like a goal in this case. C-section reminder could be a scar of a cesarean section at childbirth. Nada could be none. Is there something else it could be? Maybe idiom. Oh, yes. You snooze, you lose. That's a common idiom. So snooze is the idiomatic partner of lose. Okay, if you're throwing someone for a loop, you're phasing them. You're kind of stunning them a bit. Nada is none. If you're not fooled by something, you're onto it. So playwright Chekhov, right? Anton Chekhov, the playwright. Corporate musical chairs for short would be a company reorganization, so everyone's moving positions. And I guess someone gets fired because that's the person who didn't find a chair. Possible response to tu veux du chocolat? So that means, would you like some chocolate? Do you want some chocolate? I guess the answer could be oui, for yes, I do. The moment of truth. Can't quite see that for some reason. Directive written in currents in Alice in Wonderland. Right, eat me. Is that on a cake, I think? Written in currents on the cake or something like that. It's been a long time since I read Alice in Wonderland. Sorry, hard pass. Nope, maybe? Adjoin. No, it's not nope. Adjoin would be to abut something is to adjoin it, to be right next to it. And then, sorry, hard pass. No, maybe? Yeah, go time is the moment of truth. There we go. So, the greatness of humanity is not in being human, but in being humane. Mahatma Gandhi. Very good. So, no. And then, dons is an apron. If one dons an apron, one ties it on. So, ties on. And then, quinceañera celebrant, e.g., would be a teen. Yes, indeed. That is when you would celebrate your quinceañera. Okay. So, that's it. All right, that wasn't too bad. It took a little bit of fiddling to understand what was going on here, but we have our confirmation bias. Oh, and I didn't pick up on this at the time, but yes, the bias is that these three confirmations are on the bias. In other words, they're diagonal, they're slanted. So we've got seek and ye shall find with yes on the bias extending out. We've got all day, every day with I on the bias, diagonally extending out there. And finally, family game night with amen on the bias, extending out from the phrase. And there we go. Those are our three punny illustrations of confirmation bias for our Thursday crossword. So not a completely over-the-top theme, but definitely required a bit of lateral thinking and was a nice illustration of a punny idea. There we go. That was that. That was Thursday. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Do consider subscribing to the channel if you've been enjoying these videos. And I'll be back tomorrow for the Friday edition of the puzzle. No theme, just a possibly punny, themeless crossword. So join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday. Take care.